That's getting posted on YouTube.
All right. I'm going to teach you finish panning on concentrates, but this applies to all panning as well too. There's two phases, and I like to call it for fun, loosey goosey, whitey tighty. Loosey goosey shoe. Loosey goosey, whitey tighties. Loosey gooseys means that everything is separate. So my dirt and my pan are completely separate. So that's what I'm doing now. When I stop here, my pan is a notch like this. So that notch is going to be at an angle. You notice my pan is not flat, my pan is at an angle. Because I want to use that notch. I want that notch to be the lowest. Right now, after just that shaking that little, almost all my gold is in that notch. A lot of people don't believe that, but if you ever seen a glass pan and look at it and watch it, it's pretty cool. So loosey-goosey, very aggressive, everything down. I start to slow down, I do a little bit of a jiggle. Then all I do is I do tighty-whities. Tighty-whities means that all the material, including the dirt and the pan, become one. Nothing moves. The only thing that moves the dirt now is the water. So you notice that my dirt is not moving, the water is moving the dirt. And I'm going to go till I either see gold or I see mostly black on the top. So now you can see it turning black. So I'm going to stop. So now I'm turning black. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it again. Loosey-goosey, loosey-goosey, goosey, shake, 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 and it'll all turn blonde. So now I go tighty-whitey. When I go tighty-whitey, all the blondes, I'm going to start to move, let the water move it off until I start to see black again. I start to see the black, and I'm almost down to pure black. Again, loosey-goosey, get it under the water, loosey-goosey, jiggle, 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 and it all turns light. Again. So this is how I pan my concentrates or anything really. And a lot of people have a tendency to watch here, see if they're losing gold. I actually like to look back in here. When I see gold, I stop.
Look behind you instead of in front.
These back corners will tell you more than anything. So I sort of just go and I go and I go and I go and I go until if I start to see any gold back in those corners. I'm also looking here, but I'm mainly focused right in here in this area. I'm looking for some gold because that's where it's going to be exposed first. Loosey-goosey, see how it comes up white? Even though I'm down to that little material, it still comes up white. Still comes up white, so I'm gonna take it down to black. Loosey-goosey, make it white. Just take it down, and you can see that I'm being pretty aggressive with it, you know. And I've got 100 mesh, 200 mesh gold in here. Now here comes the tricky part. So I've got probably when I clean out that mat, I may have that much material out of that mat, 2 or 3 tablespoons. All I'm going to do now is you're driving down the road 60 miles an hour and you got buckets of dirt in the back of your truck. Slam on your brakes, what happens? Boom.
Goes all over the front.
It's called inertia because the heavy stuff stores energy and will keep moving. Gold is the same way. So we're going to use gold's inertia to trick it into coming to this side over here. So this hand stays put. This gets material moving. Now the important point to this step is I've got about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch of water. See the dirt line here? I've got about 1 inch of water here and 1 inch of water past it. It is important how much you use. So I'm just going to get loose and I'm just going to start tapping. That's all I'm going to do. And as I tap, I'm going to sort of tilt the pan a little bit this way. Start to see the yellow corner. All the gold is going to be in the yellow corner. So what I'm going to do now is, this is where it gets kind of tricky. I'm going to just sort of shake it like that. And I'm going to see my gold over in this corner. So now I can tape, now I can tap, and it's going to walk over. So let me put a little jet dry in here because I got some super fines. And let me go ahead and show you all so you can all see. So I'm getting it loose, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to tap, 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 tilt it away, tilt it away, tilt it away. Now I'm going to make, well, I'm using a black pen, but I call it green space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake, and now I want space behind this gold. The reason why I want space behind that gold is because the black sand is going to hold it up. And now what I want you to watch is, I want you to watch what that, I'm going to do it twice so you all see it. Watch what happens. Sorry, let me preface this. 12 and 9. 12 and 9, right? Or 12 and 3, depending on where you're standing. My hand has to be on the side and tap up here. And then watch what happens to the gold. You'll see it. Has to be underwater. See it all go up and form that line? It's going to go wherever you tap it. So now what I can do is I'm going to make more green space. Ready? This is how I do it. Shake. I shook it and made space up here. Get it out of that black sand. Again, tilt it a little bit, get it underwater, tap it, and you'll see a yellow line form right up there. So now I can take my sucker bottle and just go up here and just get the sucker bottle. But this works, if you'll notice, I've got 100, 200 mesh gold all up in here, along with some other bigger gold up in here. So it works. The smaller the gold is, the easier it is to do this. Bigger gold doesn't like to do this. It'll actually roll down your paint. The smaller gold is actually easier to do this with. So now I just take a sucker bottle, put a sucker bottle in there, put water over it. Oops. I even use my sucker bottle sometimes. Just tap it. That line will come up. Take out that back line. So now I've pulled out that back line of gold. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat this. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. Tap, 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 tap. Tilt it to the left, tilt it to the right. Come over here. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. And there's getting close to almost all my gold. So make some space. Bring it down. Make some space. Tap. Get that gold in a line. Suck out